So let's get fucking into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Barroom Boys. Boys, we're back. We're better than ever. I don't know
It's
if
been
we're
a
gonna have the
while.
same schedule, but it's been a minute.
It has been a minute. We've all been doing different things, stacking that bread, stacking that paper,
A lot of work.
Real world
managing our
Lot
fantasy
problems.
football teams.
of work.
Yep.
Yeah, no, this is insane. We're gonna have a jam-packed episode returning. We're obviously bringing the drafts back, and we might have a little special guest that is dear to the program in our eyes, and we can't wait to share it with the world. It's gonna be a one-of-a-kind interview tonight. We're so excited to have him on, but we'll save that announcement for when it gets there. Um, Boys,
We're
like,
having President Joe Biden is coming on the
yeah,
pod.
Joe Biden, we're getting political on this episode. Thank you very much. But boys, how we been? What's been going on? Catch us up. What's been the last 6 months for you guys?
We've been working, we've been golfing, caught up with Mondo down at the lake house a few weeks
Yep.
ago. Had some fun down there. But other than that, I'm in the 404. I'm in the ATL, Hot Atlanta, baby. That's what we call it. That's what we're doing out here.
Damn
Yeah, it's
right.
been busy for me too. Been working my ass off lately. Been really busy basically ever since Labor Day till probably the end of the year. Working nonstop basically. But yeah, summer was fun. Traveled a decent amount. Played a lot of golf too. Shot my
Let's go.
personal best.
Got a boy.
Okay.
What are we
78.
shooting? 78?
78.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. Atta boy.
Yeah. So I witnessed my first, or I didn't get it, but witnessed my friend make a first ever hole in one out of my friend
Oh
group. So that was
my
kind
God.
of cool. He put my shot to 5 feet. A shame, but okay. Missed the birdie
That's
Good
all
putt.
time
right.
on the
We'll talk
links.
about it, but it was fun. Yeah.
Game's getting good.
Game's getting
Yeah.
all right. It's getting all right.
All right. So that makes two of the three great golfers.
I'm by no means
I'm not
great.
there. I'm not even close to there. But yeah, no, it's good to be back. I know we've been trying to figure this out for a while. We've obviously been crazy busy, but it just feels good. I think we're gonna aim for an episode a week just to start out. I know Hod's extremely busy. I'm gonna be extremely busy because it's the biggest time of the year for sports, and that's what I'm in. So we're gonna try and do what we can, try and get out at least one episode a week, hit on the big storylines, do all that. Obviously, we have other content going up on the channel, so make sure you check that out as well. But the boys are finally back. We missed all the fantasy drafts that we would do at the end of every episode. Maybe trivia will come back eventually, but it's going to take a little time for us to get used to it again. But it just feels good. It's good to see you guys on camera again. It's definitely been a minute, but
Yeah, first of all, I thought our ex-intern, now, I guess, unpaid employee, Gary Gowdy, was supposed to put some trivia together for us. Mr. Unreliable.
yeah, as always, Gary fails to come through in the clutch. It is what it is. He's definitely stepped it up on Unbettable, but hey, it never ceases to amaze me how little he gives a shit about this podcast. It really, I am
Honestly
never
forgot that man was
surprised.
still alive until he said something in the chat this morning.
He said, I have risen. Like he's
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You rose at 11 a.m.
Yeah, must be nice. Couldn't
Yeah.
couldn't be us. I guess we could kind of hit on some of the major storylines before we have our special guest come in. The injury bug, man, in the NFL, it's been brutal these past couple weeks. You got some of the biggest stars in the game going down. It's costing some teams some wins, like the Niners. It's been tough to watch, and I know damn well it's been hurting our fantasy teams a lot because I can't field a roster. I got Deonta Foreman in my RB2 slot this week, and it's killing me.
Yeah, and my league, one of my leagues from back at home, my running back one this week was Jaleel McLaughlin. And my RB2 was Tajay Spears.
Oh,
So
wow. Safe to say you probably lost that one, huh?
yeah, it's tough when you have James Conner on IR, A-Chain on IR. I had someone on bye, and then my number one pick, Justin Jefferson, is dead. So
Heartbreaking.
yeah, I'm 1 and
Now,
5
what's the
in the
deal
league. It's
with
over.
what's the deal with Jefferson? I didn't see his injury, and now he's out a month and a half.
Yeah, he's got put on the IR last week. I'm pretty sure it's a leg injury. I don't know the
Mm.
specifics of like the
Hamstring.
sprain. Yeah. Um, but yeah, he's probably out till at least like probably week 12, week 13 around Thanksgiving time, I would say. And if I mean Vikings aren't doing too hot now, they could just end up setting him for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think
I don't see that happening.
that's where most fantasy managers are definitely starting to panic at this point.
That's
Because I
crazy
know I
talk.
am.
A
I'm in
lot of the
3 leagues,
trades. I
bro.
think
I'm stressed.
statistically he's like the most traded player over the last 2 weeks. Just
It's
because people are
stressful.
one trying to get rid of him and two people are trying to buy him for low and take a chance, hoping that he comes back. So I've
Yeah.
seen some ridiculous trades be accepted in my leagues and just over the internet on for Justin Jefferson. I'm like, wow, basically first overall pick for dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is the time of year where the injury bug just gets every team.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's why the Eagles picked up Julio Jones today for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
I know, man. What the hell was that? Like
I saw that
Julio,
alert.
I
I
don't
saw
get
that
it,
alert
bro.
today, and I thought because I saw it, I didn't get the Twitter alerts because I have them off during the day because of work. But
Mhm.
I checked my phone after I got out of a meeting, and one of my friends in my group chat said that Jones signed with the Eagles, and he's an Eagles fan. So I was like, "Oh, good one, man." And then I realized, like, wait, why am I even saying that? He's terrible now. He's so old. He's
Yeah.
definitely is trying to pull a Des Bryant to show that he's in shape for the 7-on-7 in 2028.
Bro's
Yeah,
gonna be
shout
running
out Des.
slants in a wheelchair. Like this is just not a
The
great signing
definition of
out
a
of the Eagles.
decoy.
Yeah, shout out Des Bryant, the first NFL X star to throw his name in a hat for the
Yeah.
2028 Olympics.
Yeah.
He wants in. I know Gronk came out, I think today or yesterday, saying he wants in.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure T.O. would want in, but he got hit by a car today. So I don't know if that'll impact him at all, but it didn't
Yeah,
look too good.
it's tough.
How was the car?
I heard it's a little banged up, if I'm being honest.
This is kind of unrelated, but did y'all see Shannon Sharp yesterday on TV?
Yeah,
They had
yeah,
him out there looking like Randy Jackson.
they
He's all
did.
jacked
He
up.
he did not look good. That was brutal. I don't know what ESPN's doing to him. They got to cut the makeup out with that man. That did not look right.
But they're clearly doing something right by showing that Chargers fan going absolutely crazy in the third quarter.
Yes. I wanted to talk about that, man. You think that's an NFL industry plan or what?
Oh, she's a paid actor.
Oh, 100%.
I didn't get I know she went on the Pat McAfee show today with McAfee and AJ Hawk. I didn't get to see it, but that was just so funny.
She definitely got paid then because McAfee's been paying all his guests.
He
Yeah,
has, bro. Roger's
yeah.
making millies out here.
We get our guests for free
I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
he's
so far we do, I guess.
so far
I don't know for
until,
sure.
until the lawsuit comes.
Yeah.
also saving a lot of money from offering those kids at college game day to kick a 30-yard field goal because those are
Mhm.
just never close. Besides the one
Oh my
last week.
God. I think one hit last week, right? That was like the first
Yeah,
one to hit the whole year.
yeah. The
That kid
Duke
was
one was
talking
so
so much
crazy.
shit too. But yeah, no, back to this chick. I saw I don't know if it's real or not, but I saw a picture going around on Twitter of her doing the same thing in Vikings gear. I don't really know if that's true or not, but if it is, man, that's such a bad look. That is-
I mean, if you saw, she wasn't sitting in general admission, right? It
Yeah,
looked like
she
she
was.
was
She
somewhere
was.
nice.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
she
she
was
was
set up.
like basically on the field in SoFi because I know they have like the equal or equivalent to like being on the turf like
Mhm.
view. and I know she was there, so she's definitely doing something right in the world, or something's fishy going on.
But yeah, I mean, look, there's not many Chargers fans in LA, a lot of Raiders fans, plenty of
Yeah,
Rams fans. Chargers, probably the smallest fan base in the NFL, if we're being honest.
yeah.
They
They're
need something.
definitely
They
one of
need
them.
some spark.
I mean, we'll have to look out for it next week. Maybe there'll be like a Taylor Swift watch where like TikToks will make about like, oh, is Taylor Swift going to the game? So that way, like my mom and sister will know when to watch football or not.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm getting sick of the Taylor Swift coverage. I have nothing against her, and if I say anything bad, my head'll get chopped off by Julie.
Yeah,
But I,
they're
I'm
milking
kind
it
of
way
sick
too
of the
hard.
coverage, dude. I really fucking
Milking it
am.
way too hard.
Maybe I'm in the minority here, but I honestly don't mind it. I think it's hilarious that Taylor Swift was at Thursday Night Football last week against the Denver
Yeah,
Broncos. I thought that was hilarious.
I don't mind it, but at the same time, like I have no issue with it. I just have an issue of like the one time it really kind of got to me was when I forget who they were playing, but I think it was like week 4 when Pacheco had like the first touchdown of the game. It was like a 50-yard run, and right as he was going to do the celebration, it just turned to Taylor Swift hugging like Donna Kelsey and Brittany Mahomes in the box. I'm like, bro, let me see the celebration. At
Yeah,
least the replay.
like I'm
Hey, it's
happy.
taking attention off of Brittany Mahomes,
Yeah,
taking
for
attention off
real.
of Jackson Mahomes.
There hasn't been a Jackson Mahomes sighting in a while, so thank God for that. That was
Get rid of the Mahomes in the fucking in their box. Give me Travis. Give me Donna Kelsey and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely an upgrade. I like that at least. But it is cool seeing like, a lot of the girls in my life getting interested in football. They haven't been before, and I'm getting asked a lot of questions, which is pretty fun. And I mean, Julie's now involved in a fantasy league, which is cool. The only stipulation was she had to get Travis Kelsey. That was like the only rule of it, but it's cool, but man, cut down the shots to her. I'm there to watch a football game. I'll watch a Taylor Swift thing another time. She's got a movie out. Like I'll go watch that. I don't want to see her all over during a football game.
She's got a movie
That's
out.
my take.
Yeah,
There's a
she got
movie
a
out now.
movie out.
Yeah, she's got some sort of movie out. I heard it's pretty good. I'm sure I'm gonna
Yeah.
be told to go watch it either this weekend or next weekend, but it's
Yeah, my
okay.
sister was home this weekend and she went and saw it with like my mom and my 4-year-old cousin, my 6-year-old cousin, and like their mom. So
Yeah.
You know
Speaking
what?
of
I'm a fan of those music docs. I think for the most part they're pretty good. Get a little
yeah,
backstory. You know.
mhm. Speaking
yeah,
of trying to reach new fan bases, you see the horse shit Roger Goodell put out there the other day? That
no,
the
which one?
NFL wants to put a Super Bowl in London.
Did he actually say that? Or is that a meme?
Someone from the NFL said it. And I
Uh,
think Roger Goodell came out and denied it, but it was like one of those things where it's like,
he had to
yeah, we'll
deny.
let you, smoke weed, but we keep the franchise tag. And it's like one of those bullshit negotiation tactics where it's like, oh, we won't do the Super Bowl out there, but we'll implement this thing instead just to make it, shitty for you.
I will say the only good thing about if the Super Bowl ever happened in London would be the time, because the time would be like for London, it'd be like an 8 o'clock game, so it'd probably be like a 2, 3 o'clock kickoff, which would be fabulous on a Sunday,
That would be
especially
solid.
when we have to go to work the next day.
I mean,
But
you don't have to
Yeah,
move the
but
Super Bowl to London. You could just go to the West Coast and have that.
well,
yeah,
that's very
you
true.
could have bacon and eggs watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
What a day.
No,
yeah.
if the Super Bowl goes to London, we riot. But I was just thinking of an idea. Maybe like a third place game, right? Maybe like the losers of the championship game can battle it
Or the
off in
or the
foreign
Pro
country
Bowl.
abroad. Maybe the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, bring back the Pro Bowl
Game.
to what it was instead of like the little like mini games and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And instead of everyone going to Hawaii, just go to London or a different city, and that's how you get the exposure because it's all the stars.
Just make it mean something, man. I
Playing
I want it
dodgeball
to
in
mean
London.
something.
Yeah, I agree.
But
That's why no one's playing it anymore.
yeah,
That's why it's like the bums of the like what's his face? Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowl quarterback. He hasn't taken a snap yet this year.
Tyler fucking Huntley, man. What
Yeah.
a guy.
So
But yeah, no, it's been a year for the NFL in terms of changing their fan base. I know we're going to Germany for
yeah.
Dolphins Chiefs, which is
What a game.
completely ridiculous that Germany gets to have that game. That should have been in Florida. I should have been able to go to it. Now I got to watch it in fucking
Well,
Munich or wherever it is.
I wonder if
But
Taylor Swift will be at that game.
I don't know. I mean, isn't she starting her world tour soon? Like, could it
Exactly. That's
like kind
why
of line up like that?
maybe the NFL did that on purpose. Maybe there was a secret meaning behind it.
So what you're saying is they've been dating longer than what they've been letting on, huh?
Definitely not saying that. Definitely not saying that. However, something fishy could be going on.
There always is, man. There always is. NFL's always got a plan. It's what they do.
Yeah.
Um, you guys been watching the MLB playoffs at all?
Here and there. Mainly
Yeah.
just highlights because I have zero interest in any of the teams remaining or baseball in general. So
I agree.
like
After the wild card games, it kind of went downhill. Probably lost a lot of fans. It's still exciting as ever. I mean, Philadelphia in the playoffs is its own animal.
Yeah.
mhm.
Diamondbacks. I mean, where the
I'm
hell did
rooting
they?
for them.
I don't know, man. They kind of like snuck in there out of nowhere, and I like it, dude. Like they're somehow a scrappy team that just keeps going. Obviously, they got smacked around by Philly, I think yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, they got them again tonight.
And then they play tonight, which is probably why our guest is coming on. He probably doesn't want to watch that game, knowing him, but we'll get his thoughts on it for sure.
Yeah, I don't think Joe Biden's a Diamondback fan.
Yeah, no, I don't,
I think he is a Phillies
I don't think
fan.
so. Um, Also, it's National Pasta Day. If you're Italian, enjoy that shit. I know I had a nice little bowl before we started today. Tastes great. There's gonna be maybe a little snake draft for National Pasta Day for all the pastas. So stay tuned for that after the interview. But yeah, man, it's nice to be back going over some headlines with you guys. This is just awesome. But now we're gonna send it over to a quick ad read for one of our sponsors, and then we will show you guys our special guest. Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Mondo here today to tell you a little bit about Open Bar. Open Bar is a product that my dad and I came up with in college. We didn't have room for a full bar where I was living, so we came up with this prototype of a bar that folds down, had a mirror on it. My brother now has one that has a dartboard. He and his friends use it. Look at the pictures behind me to see kind of what it looks like. But it's an incredible product. The standard and quality of it, state of the art. It will not break down. It is worth the investment. Reach out to johnnymondo13@gmail.com. We don't have a website yet, and that's the only email that they can hit us up through. JONNYMONDO13@gmail.com today to figure out your custom bar. We also do pull down desks. So if you're a little studious kind of guy or you like playing video games and you don't have all the room, guess what? We got you at that. We can come up with any kind of ideas, L-shaped bars, regular fold down bars. You want dartboards, you want mirrors, you want drink dispensers. We can. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome on one of the favorite people of this entire podcast. He's the cameo king, the dozen superstar, a sports genius, and the true face of the New York Mets. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Frank the Tank. Frank, thank you so much for coming on. It means everything.
Thanks, Frank. Big
Nice.
fan.
Yeah, unlike Trevor May.
Yeah, I saw that today. I was gonna ask you right away. What's going on? What are your thoughts?
Well, he didn't like being held accountable. I mean, the Mets. There's no accountability in that dojo.
Yeah, Jack's
I
a
mean,
big Mets fan.
I am a Mets fan, Frank. I don't quite wear my heart on my sleeve like you do, but I do think that you have swing in that locker room. I do think you have swing in that clubhouse, and I think every fan respects you for what you do.
I mean, it's just how it works. I mean, I don't understand why they just don't want to listen to me. I just want the team to be good, and they get upset when I call them into question.
Yeah.
I think Vogelback definitely listens to you when you tell him how bad he is. I think he definitely wants to impress you and purposely bats about a buck 50 for you.
I mean, that guy fucking sucks. He is without a doubt, the worst athlete I have ever seen on a professional sports team.
I agree. I agree.
There is
Frank,
no other way to say it. He is the worst athlete of all time ever on any professional sports team.
I genuinely think you'd be better than him. I have never been a big fan of Daniel Vogelback, so I have been 100% on your side since this started.
I mean, he just is just horrendous. He's horrendous and awful. He's awfully horrendous.
Has Steve Cohen apologized yet? You've been right
No,
every year.
nope. He hates me. I mean, it's incredible. Like I said, everyone in that Met locker room hates me because I tell them the fucking truth. I don't fucking go, oh, winning and losing are not dead. I'm Mr. Brightside. I hate that song, by the way.
So
I mean,
how does that work? Have any of the Mets like DM'd you and kind of gotten on you a little bit, kind of told you to be better?
yeah, Trevor May.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
I mean, it's utterly ridiculous that the Mets just. I don't know. How about you go out there and you play and you stop watching social media?
Yeah.
How about that?
Hey, but on one end, Frank, you got the Devils, who
Yeah, well, they're
should be
sucking so far.
decent. Come on, Frank. It's a long season. You got the Dolphins are 5-1.
Yes,
Best
sir.
offense in football.
Yeah, the offense for the Dolphins is pretty good, I gotta say. Defense could use a little work, but hey, let's hopefully when Jalen Ramsey comes around, they can get that going.
Yeah, I still can't believe that he's almost ready to come back from an ACL tear. It's still kind of
meniscus.
Meniscus, yes, meniscus. But still blows my mind.
Yeah.
But
Frank,
at least it wasn't an ACL.
Yeah.
But
on a separate note, I remember back in February you put out a video saying, you're a free agent, the NBA fan. Do we have an update on that? Have you chosen a team? Has anyone kind of reached out to pick where you want to go? You're a Knicks fan through and through.
Yep.
Officially.
Yep.
Rocking with Tibbs, rocking with the Villanova squad.
The problem is it's just essentially that the how do I put it best? The Nets are just a absolute amateur hour.
Mm-hmm.
Should have never left New Jersey. Should have never left New Jersey. Nobody cares about them in Brooklyn. I mean, Brooklyn's just been just a total disaster since day one. Yeah. I mean, nobody cares. Nobody cares about sports in Brooklyn anymore. Yeah, I mean that's become hipster central. I mean, they just care what their latte and their foams and their coffees and voting for AOC. That's what they're doing. That's all they do in Brooklyn.
Yeah. They also sold they tried to pull out LA Rams and acquire all the superstars, and now they're paying the sacrifice for it.
Yeah, well, this is the second time they've made that fuck up.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The second time.
Yeah.
And when it starts to go sideways, they quickly try to hit the reset button and realize, no, the reset button cannot be pushed this time. You've traded all your draft picks. You should have never gotten James Harden, you stupid motherfucking fools.
Yeah.
I mean, what the James, we talk about Kyrie being a team killer. How about James Harden?
Yeah.
I mean, that guy does not give one single solitary fuck.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that locker room was going to be toxic as soon as they all came together. I figured it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
And then Kyrie Irving, he's got the A timer on his fucking hamstring every January. It snaps.
Done.
Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to dive in a little deeper. Obviously, everyone knows you from your giant social media following. But we kind of wanted to see, what really brought you into content creation and what really made you who you are today.
I've always wanted to do content creation. I mean, I went to Montclair State, took up broadcasting. It just took me 20 years to finally get a job in it.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just the doing the sports encyclopedia helped getting that up, even though that's kind of on hiatus now. I don't know when any. I tried to sell it to somebody, and
Mhm.
they're supposed to help me, and basically they looked at it and said, "Oh shit, this is too fucked up." And uh, what it was the when I did the big brain, I hired the wrong company to fix the platform. They did a good job redesigning the site. It's just that they
Mhm.
made it too complicated to update.
Yeah. What made you start the sports encyclopedia?
Boredom.
Yeah. I mean, you ran that for a while and you were a court clerk and then you were doing this at night. I don't know how you
Yeah.
did it, man. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I just kept plugging away, plugging away, plugging away, and it paid off. That's
Yeah.
that's what don't give up your dreams means.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shows that hard work pays off. But Frank, was there ever like a point that you questioned like your career?
Well, not
You
really,
still
not
stuck
really.
with
It's
it?
just, I mean, I just did. I mean, I had to make money, so that's why I did the court clerk. I mean, that's that's a job. It's not a career.
Hmm.
Now, Frank, back to sports kind of, I want to learn how and why you became fans of the teams you were. Obviously, you're from the New York area, but is it kind of family connection? What is it with the Dolphins? Kind of, obviously.
The Dolphins is mainly because Dan Marino,
Mhm.
Understand.
but I was a fan of the Dolphins before Dan Marino. Uh, I kind of rooted for them when AJ Dewey was on the team, intercepting Jets quarterbacks all day and all night in the rain and the mud. 1982 AFC Championship game.
That's awesome. So I mean, you've been a fan forever pretty much.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Another
Yeah.
question, Frank. I know I've seen your apartment vaguely in videos. I've seen you got memorabilia donning the walls everywhere. What's your favorite piece of memorabilia that you've collected in your whole life?
The helmet.
1972
Oh my gosh.
autographed by the 1972 Dolphins.
That's
Wow.
ridiculous.
About
That's
20
awesome.
members of the team. I mean, I'm looking over here. We got Dick Anderson, Don Shula, Bob Greasy, Larry Zonka, Manny Fernandez. That's just on this side over here. Jim Kick, uh, Bob Greasy.
Mm.
I mean, you name it. Nick Monicani,
Oh
Paul
my gosh.
Warfield.
That's awesome.
That is
And it's
incredible.
on both sides. It's yeah, this is it.
That's
Mondo,
awesome.
I think you got a Dan Marino helmet behind you, don't you? It's not quite the
That
70s
Yeah.
team,
Not
but
well, that's
nearly
a
as
Dan Marino
cool.
autograph. That's Dan Marino autograph jersey.
Awesome. Yeah, I have one too. It's not hanging up because we're redoing the house, but that's
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. Put your
that's,
helmet to
that's
shame,
so cool.
Mondo.
what about
I
Mets, Frank? You got any Tom Seaver or anything, or
Well, I just recently
any
picked this
Gary
up.
Carters?
Yeah, I got a Gary Carter autograph of the 86 year book. I just picked this up recently.
Woo!
wow.
Wow.
So
So, and I got tons of bobbleheads.
that's incredible. Yeah, we've definitely seen the apartment tour here and there. Um, it it truly is one of a kind. You have one of the coolest apartments I've ever seen. So
No
I'm
thanks.
extremely jealous, especially of the 72 Dolphins helmet, but that's awesome. That's really cool. Obviously, it's that time of year. We're all big fans of the dozen. Is this the year for the Frankettes? How we feeling?
I hope so. I mean, we did a really good showing in the one-on-one tournament.
Mm-hmm. You guys look great.
Yeah,
Yep. So hopefully that carries over.
yeah.
Any changes to the niche categories?
I think we're going to be seeing some Seinfeld.
Ooh. All
Maybe.
right. I like that.
We got the exclusive here.
Broken right here.
This is just a question. Which one did you honestly prefer? I know, like, obviously the dozen has been going on for so long, and the one-on-one kind of style is relatively newer. But did you enjoy that one more, or do you enjoy the
Yeah, I
old
love the one-on-one with the niche categories. I went
one?
down in the semifinals.
I
Yeah,
know. I was heartbroken. I was following you the whole way. I was like, I hope this is the time. This is the time he pulls it out, and just heartbreaking fashion. But
Dick
what
Schofield. Dick Schofield had 50 fucking games with the Mets, and he said, "Oh, this is an easy question."
yeah, that was that was not fair at all. um how about the play-in tournament? Are there any teams that you're hoping make it? Or who do you think's gonna get the
Uh,
fan vote?
I hope the team with Joey Chestnut makes it.
Oh yeah, the Ice Dogs.
Yes.
just
They're fun to
plain.
watch.
Yeah.
I have a question, Frank. Obviously, we know you as the baseball encyclopedia. Immaculate Grid, what's your lowest rarity score that you've gotten so far? Have you gotten that
6.
9? Oh my
6?
God.
6.
Jesus.
Oh,
6.
I think I pulled a 6 once.
That's
you are
ridiculous.
Like last
actually the
few.
sports encyclopedia.
Yeah. Well, you know my cheat code is right.
What, you on Twitter before?
No. I basically got in my closet thousands upon thousands of
Okay.
baseball cards. So,
Yeah.
and when I was a kid, I collected the Topps baseball sticker books.
Ah,
So I remember these sticker books very well, and a
Mhm.
lot of these names I pull out of the hat are like for example, Rick Cerone. I use Rick Cerone a lot.
mm-hmm.
I use Gaylord Perry a lot. I use players like that, players that played for multiple teams
Yeah.
in the '80s and or even earlier than that, and have notoriety. I mean, Rick Cerone, he played for the Indians, Blue Jays, Yankees, Brewers, Braves, back to the Yankees, to the Red Sox, to the Yankees, to the Mets, to the Expos,
It's a lot of teams.
and he's actually from my area of New Jersey.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and he used to own the North Bears. So I know a lot about Rick Cerone.
That's
It's still
incredible.
crazy how you know all the teams and everything about them. That's nuts.
I mean, I look at the '86 Mets and Keith Hernandez ended his career at the Cleveland Indians. Wally Bachman, after leaving the Mets, spent time with the Twins, Mariners, Pirates, and Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
So there's your connections. You got Rafael Santana, went to the Yankees. We had Tim Tuffle, played briefly with the Padres. I mean, yeah, Ed Hearn, Royals, Gary Carter spent time with the Giants and Dodgers that people don't remember. Danny
No.
Heat with the Red Sox and Dodgers, and Mookie Wilson, Blue Jays, Lee Mazzilli, played for the Mets, Rangers, Yankees, and Pirates and Blue Jays. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, you could pull out these things. Randy Neiman, Doug Sisk. I mean, I know the '86 Met roster. Let me see.
I think you just knocked them all off.
Yeah, I could basically can almost remember except for maybe a few September call-ups, every member by number on the Mets '86 Mets.
That's
You'll have to go
insane.
back into your boxes of cards. Get the missing links.
Do you have a favorite card or a card that you want to get soon?
Right now I don't,
No?
and the reason why is the card I wanted to get was this one.
Yeah.
So
Kind of
Frank, I
complete.
think a couple more
That-
hundreds of thousands of followers, maybe a couple million followers. get that cameo daily revenue in, I think you'll be able to afford a Honus Wagner card soon.
I think the next what's the next card I'm gonna go for? I don't know. I recently went on eBay and got all the team sets 72, 73, 74 tops Dolphins.
Wow. I'm jealous, man. You have everything. Hey, you're like a
Sports
sports
collecting.
fan's paradise. It is
Yeah.
insane.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's cool that it's not like you're collecting things not just to have them. It's because everything has the story for you, and you know everything about what you're collecting, which is really cool too.
Yes. Yes.
But I guess continuing with baseball, I know the playoffs are happening right now. What do you think is going to happen in the playoffs or the rest of the playoffs in the World
I
Series?
think the fucking Phillies are gonna win the goddamn motherfucking World Series.
Yeah.
They
They
look
look
really
good,
good.
man. They look good.
Who do you think is going to represent on the AL?
I thought it was gonna be the Astros, but it's not looking too good for them right now.
Mhm.
By the
Fortunately,
way, PSA for everybody. I should have known this. I my instincts told me, but the commercial made the pizza actually look good. This is what Wawa pizza really looks like.
They let you down.
It's awful.
all right, we won't be coming to them for sponsorships anytime soon. That looks horrible, Frank. I'll be honest with you.
I think you gotta let Dave know.
Yep.
Get Dave
Yeah.
on the case.
I don't know why my review didn't post to Twitter. Let me see if it went up yet. Hold
See,
on.
Frank, when you get a pizza like that, doesn't it make you realize how important Tank Cooks is, right? You got to be hitting these culinary books, right? Discovering these new recipes, getting something good to cook.
Yeah, I just didn't have time tonight. I got 2 podcasts I'm doing.
Yeah.
My own and yours.
Yeah.
Fair
Thanks
enough.
again, man. Seriously. Is there a recipe that you're trying to make soon or a dream dish that you want to cook?
I don't know. I'm gonna do beef Wellington soon,
Really?
and I saw one that's kind of weird. Who just hit the homer? Trey Turner.
Gosh.
Yeah, I just got it. Yeah.
They're gonna do it,
Uh,
man. They're gonna do it. Oh no. I have too
Poor
many
Turner.
coworkers that are Phillies fans, so this is not gonna be fun if they keep this up.
And we'll see Smitty get the joy of a World Series victory, unfortunately. But Frank, I mean, I guess I'm a Mets fan too. When it comes down to it, nobody wants the Phillies to win, but at least it's not the goddamn Braves, right?
The Braves show what assholes they are at
Yeah.
every opportunity. They do Euro steps, they do every dance, gyrate, they trash talk, and then if you give it back to them, how dare you do that to us?
Yeah. What did you think of what Arcia did?
He's a fucking piece of shit. He's a old crybaby, a phony, a fake, fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I'm so glad they're out. I really am. I did not want them going any further. One, just because it's the Braves and I can't stand them. Two, I didn't want you to have to deal with it. I was more just being in your corner just because. But they're just immature, man. It's not a good look.
They do have a nice
Yeah.
ballpark though.
Yeah, well, I sat in a bad section, so I can't tell you it's a good, nice ballpark.
Yeah, how are
Yeah, I mean,
the
going off of that, Frank, how many ballparks have you been to? Is that kind of another thing you're interested in? Going to see all the ballparks or any
Yeah, I'm gonna
schools you've been
I'm gonna try
to?
to get to all of them. I've been gonna try to go to all of them eventually. I've been to almost half.
Okay.
Nice.
what's the next
Yeah.
one on the bucket list?
I don't know. I want to go to the California stadiums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mondo and I, we picked off Cincinnati. We went to Great American this past summer. Underrated, very underrated
Yeah,
ball.
I did that one 2022. Actually, 4th of July.
Really?
Yeah, it surprised me to see how many diehard Reds fans there were. It was kind of a pleasant surprise. But I think California is next too. There's just too many good ones. I think San Francisco is the best one in baseball, in my opinion.
The Phillies are just pounding the ball right now.
Yeah.
Even their outs are just like loud.
I
All
mean,
right, well, I got to get ready for my own podcast.
yeah. Thank you so much for coming on, Frank. We really appreciate it. Hope
And
everything goes well tonight.
Yeah, it's
all
great
right,
having
thank you. And I'm gonna try to swallow down some more of this pizza.
you.
Look, hey,
Yeah.
best of luck to the Dolphins. Best of luck to the Devils. Let's go, Knicks.
All right.
Appreciate it, Frank.
All right,
Yeah.
see you around.
Take care.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Yep. That was Frank the Tank. Just a little heads up. That was our first ever true interview. So obviously there's a lot to work on from it, but they say don't meet your idols. They're fucking wrong about that. Frank is so awesome. Such a great guy. We were talking for a little bit beforehand. He had a couple tech issues, but
Yeah.
we solved it. It was unbelievable to meet him. Thank him so much again for coming on. Hopefully he'll come back soon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, Frank's a legend. Nothing but good things to say about him.
yeah.
Maybe you got a little distracted by the baseball game at the end of it, but
As much as I wanted to talk shit about Boston sports,
The
I
Phillies were sucking his soul out so quick. Yeah, let's wrap it up how everyone knows we do it. Today's draft is the National Pasta Day draft. We will draft our top pastas, 5 picks each. Today's order will go just by the cameras, I guess. So we'll go Beeve, then Hod, then me. And then we'll swing around snake style for those of you who have never been here before. But don't forget to go vote on Twitter. Poll will be live probably before the episode comes out. It'll be anonymous, but yeah, go vote so we know who the winner is for next week's episode. So without further ado, Jack Braverman, what's your first pick?
This is a lot of pressure because pasta is one of those classic foods that you just can't make a bad meal out of.
know.
So I've never felt more pressure now than I'm feeling more pressure now than I think I've ever felt. But gosh, the options are limitless. With the first pick in the pasta draft, I'm gonna go penne alla vodka.
Yep.
I think that was a consensus number 1 there.
Between
so
us three,
good.
I would agree.
Gosh, doesn't matter what type of pasta it is. Just anything with that alla vodka sauce,
It slaps.
incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Hot.
I guess I have the 2 pick. Obviously, that was my number 1 pick. I think I'm just gonna have to go with like the staple and just take spaghetti and meatballs off the board.
Understandable.
You
I
can't
knew
go
you were
wrong.
gonna go first or second.
You can't go wrong with a good old spaghetti and meatballs.
Yep. For my first pick, I'm gonna take one of my top 2 favorites. Vodka's number 1. Fettuccine Alfredo is number 2. I'm a big fettuccine Alfredo guy. Look at me. I'm Italian to the core. It's like I just love feasting on pasta. That's
Maron.
my first pick. Maron. Next pick, I'm gonna go chicken parm. Feel like that's
Does that count as a pasta? Are we
I
doing
knew
any-
somebody was gonna say that early.
Yeah, that-
I was ready to debate.
I was ready to debate
That's not
too.
pasta, bro. That's
we're
chicken.
not accepting it.
I mean, that's chicken. I mean, you have chicken parm with like a type of pasta, but that could be any type of pasta.
You know, you got spaghetti and meatballs. The spaghetti comes first, right? The chicken
Yeah.
parm, the chicken's first.
Okay. Well then give me lasagna.
Okay.
All right.
Now you threw me off my game. Now I don't know what to do here. Chicken parm is one of my go-tos.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's everyone's go-to. I just wouldn't call it pasta just because it's not the star of the show.
That's right.
However, my next dish it's probably one of my favorite meals to eat. There's this place in my hometown that does it immaculately, and I probably have it once every week or two to treat myself. I'm just gonna go with a good old mac and cheese. I mean, it's a staple from when you're growing up, and it still hits so different, especially when the roux is perfect and the noodles so good.
I'm
Dude,
already
I'm
running out
fucking
of dishes.
pissed. That was gonna be my next pick.
I know.
So mad that you took that off the board first, bro. Macaroni and cheese should have been the third pick off the board.
That was my top three were penne alla vodka, spaghetti and meatballs, and mac and cheese. So I am ecstatic I got two out of the three.
That's crazy. You already fucking won. But we'll keep playing. Mac and cheese, great pick. Damn. All right. I am gonna go. I'm gonna go with ziti.
ZD's solid.
Yeah.
Take
ziti is
ziti.
solid.
Get some meat in there. Maybe even some onion, some
Big, good
tomatoes,
old baked ziti, you can't
tomato
go wrong.
sauce, baked ziti. Cannot go wrong. My mom makes some good baked ziti. I'm sure everyone's mom makes good baked ziti. I can't even make baked ziti. I don't know the recipe. It's one of those things that you just don't know until you know. I mean, do any of you know how to make baked ziti?
Um, I do, but I don't make it. Last time I made it, I burnt the hell out of it. So I gotta go back in that one and master it, but it
It's
slapped.
it's an art. You have to master baked ziti to have good baked ziti.
I
Uh,
agree.
baked ziti, just to get a couple more baked zitis in there. My next pick is arguably the most fork friendly pasta, and this is why I'm picking it because it is so fork friendly and it is so easy and delicious to eat. And I'm gonna go with angel hair pasta.
Yeah, it is very fork friendly.
Yeah. It's so much more fork friendly than spaghetti, although it's not quite as good. There is a difference.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean,
You
if
get the
you don't have
perfect
spaghetti, you go
when you
angel hair.
when you get the perfect like fork twirl of
It's
angel hair and it's nothing's overhanging, it's just like perfectly on.
it's so fork friendly, it's crazy.
Good feeling. I like that pick. With my next pick, continuing on my super team, uh I'm just gonna take the formioli. Give me that ravioli.
Big ravioli guy over here.
Dude, I had um on my 23rd birthday, went out with my parents to this seafood place and I had lobster ravioli, and it was probably a top 5 food I've ever put in my mouth.
Now, does ravioli include lobster ravioli?
And I'm just putting ravioli. I mean, I didn't think I needed to specify lobster ravioli, but I
No,
mean,
I'm just wondering in case it's still on the board.
if it's, I'm just putting ravioli. Just
Okay.
covering
Okay.
broad. You want to go
I would
specific?
avoid taking a more specific type. Just
Yeah.
there's enough pasta out there, beef.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So a little backstory on my next pick. In Washington, D.C., there's a restaurant called Filomena's, arguably the best Italian food I've ever had in my life. But the coolest part was you walk in and it's basically like a basement restaurant. When you walk in, you start going down the stairs, you look to your right, and there's this old Italian woman. She's kind of in this little corner with an oven, some pots, pans, and she's sitting there and she's making gnocchi. And it was by far and away the best dish I've ever had in my entire life. That's my next pick.
Yeah. A good gnocchi is really
Yeah.
good. Although I hate to say that you took that pick from Gary.
I didn't. I promise you I didn't. That's why I told him to stop spoiling picks. That bastard.
Just fine.
Another one for my next pick. It's a classic in my household. My dad makes it all the time. Bolognese. That's
Yeah.
the quintessential dad sauce that gets whipped up with the spaghetti and just a top tier pasta for my family.
Yeah, good bolognese is really good. my parents got back from Italy recently for a wedding, and my
Mhm.
dad was taking pictures of the bolognese and he sent me it, and it made me really hungry. Um, I guess with my next pick, a lot of the top options are off the board for me. I'm gonna go to a good hearty. I made this one a lot in college junior year, when lived off campus and dug out. Good old pasta carbonara.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
that was the one I was deciding between.
I mean, it's really easy to make and it tastes so good.
I'll be honest, I'm just looking it up right now because maybe I'm not Italian enough, but
Never had or heard of a pasta carb?
I had to refresh my brain on the what's in it.
Uh,
It does look good.
yeah.
Yeah, if what you're making is like the pictures,
Yeah.
all right. My next pick, I guess rounding out the draft. I'm gonna take pasta salad.
You bitch. That was gonna be my last pick.
It's hit or miss. Mondo, you know what I'm talking about. It could be miss, could
Oh,
be a
I
miss.
know. Don't worry, I know.
We were at the lake house a couple weeks ago, and we had some pasta salad that definitely missed.
It was a wide right field goal, hot. It was tough.
That's tough. Like soccer, like how bad of a shot? Like in soccer references, what does it like a shot from the top of the 18 that went out for a throw in, or was
Look,
It
it?
hit a
I'm not
small
gonna be rude
toddler
here.
in
I'm
the
not gonna be rude
stands.
here, but like if pasta salad was expired, even though you made it 2 hours ago, that's kind of what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it hit a small toddler in the stands and sent him to the hospital. That's the kind of soccer shot we're
gotcha.
talking here.
So it's like the Duke kicker, or the Duke field goal guy on college game day that hit the
Yes.
like 4 feet in front of him.
Yeah, drilled the
Got
person. Just it was tough. I hope they don't watch this episode. Because we're gonna lose some friends
No,
from it.
no, no. It's not that pasta salad. That's not what I'm talking about.
I didn't have it, so I can't.
But no, when it hits, it hits. Pasta
Oh
salad,
yeah, I
great.
agree.
Um, rounding out, this is difficult. I might put one as an honorable mention just because it's too similar to something that's already been said. But I'm gonna go with, and Mondo, pronounce me if I'm or correct me if I'm pronouncing this wrong because I'm not Italian, but I definitely buy this at the store. Farfalle.
Oh yeah,
That's fine. We'll leave it.
Farfalle. Bow tie.
yeah.
I'm sticking with ease of eating here, and farfalle is also super fork friendly, and that's what I look for in my pasta. You know, when it's nice and soft, when it's al dente, you still need something that's gonna get on the fork, right? And that bow tie does the job.
I like that. I like your team beef.
Yeah.
Um, so now I'm between two, and feel like one is going to be questionable. So I'm gonna try with, if you allow my one, to try that first, and if not, I'll fall back on my second option. Feel free to throw a flag, but ramen.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna let that slide. Yeah,
I mean, it's noodles. It's not necessarily pasta, so
yeah,
that's why I was. Who doesn't love a good ramen noodles?
yeah. That's wow. You just broke the game. You opened another dimension.
If you think that's breaking a game, let me round it out here. Chicken noodle soup.
That was so on the fly.
That was 100% just I just wanted to throw that out there.
That was like
Wow,
a fuck you revenge pick.
wow.
Oh shit. Yeah, I guess chicken noodle soup's my last pick, guys.
That's crazy.
That is a nutty pick.
Yeah, no, I'm not proud of it. I just wanted to break the game a little bit more, but it is what it is. Chicken noodle soup on the board.
Might as well
Mr.
just fucking
Irrelevant.
go with some hamburger helper. Call that pasta.
Well, if I didn't take mac and cheese so early, I would have done the buffalo chicken mac.
That was on my list as well. We doing honorable mentions?
Yeah, let's go through it real
Of
quick.
course. Yeah. Who wants to start? Beav, you got some? You started first, so
Buffalo Mac was one of them. To be honest, a lot of my picks were already taken, but when I go to Publix, I'm getting rigatoni. That's just what I'm doing.
that's a good one.
Let me be honest, I don't know if we botched this draft or not.
Well, it's
I
our
don't know
first
if we're
one.
doing types of pasta or pasta dishes, but I feel like it's a little late to decide.
I think it's
Yeah.
kind of a mixture of both, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I mean, the only one that was not, or I guess there were a couple debatable ones. I mean, I was fully prepared to not have ramen noodle slide, and I would have picked this one, which I'm gonna say is an honorable mention, shrimp scampi as my next one.
Oh
yeah,
man, I forgot about that.
But hey, you guys
I
still had it fine.
I just want the record to show that I looked up pasta dishes just now. Chicken parm pasta is on there. So
I think the voters would know that.
If you
there's
want to let it, if you want to let it slide into your last spot and replace it with chicken noodle soup, sure.
it's up to you.
Come
two.
on, dude. No, because chicken parm is a delicacy, right? It's everyone's
I mean,
favorite.
I agree wholeheartedly with Beef here.
All right, I'm just saying. I looked it up. That's what it showed. So do with that as you wish. But that's what I saw.
I got
Have you
honorable.
learned anything these last 5 years? You can't trust the internet.
That is very true. I got
Unfortunately,
another honorable mention though. I'm gonna go with
You can only trust your own eyes. Chicken
Yeah.
parm is not pasta.
my eyes tell me chicken parm is a pasta dish that I get every meal when I
mean,
go out.
this honorable mention is, I would say, allowed because it's the pasta is first and the main star of the show. I'm gonna for an honorable mention, and this easily could have been in my top 5 because I love this dish, but linguine with clams always slaps.
Yeah. So what would have been my real last pick was stuffed shells. It was really, yeah, I was out of options. You guys really fucked my strategy from the start.
Yeah,
I was really set on chicken parm.
I'm feeling real stupid about that rigatoni honorable mention.
Don't worry, babe. It'll be on the dock.
It is what it is. We'll survive. It's all right. Next week I'll be more prepared. I'll fine tooth comb my my options.
Yeah. I'll just recap it for the viewers. So Braverman, he took penne alla vodka, baked ziti, angel hair pasta, pasta salad, and farfalle.
Farfalle. Okay. Got it.
That's how I say it.
Not farfalle.
Just go.
I took spaghetti and meatballs, mac and cheese, ravioli, pasta carbonara, and ramen. Mondo took fettuccine alfredo, lasagna, gnocchi, bolognese, and chicken noodle soup.
That's crazy.
Bro, I don't know, man. Chicken noodle soup could be an X factor if any of the voters are sick right now. But other than that, I hope I don't win because that's pitiful. What an awful performance out of me.
He'll still find a way to win. He'll rig it and he'll rig the Twitter.
Dude, nah. That is just, I'm so embarrassed with my draft.
Damn, it was such a good episode for you too. You just
I
let
know.
it.
I was on one and I just fell apart right at the end. It's all right. We'll see what the Twitter poll has to say. But yeah, we're back, boys. May not be as frequent as we were, but we're back. at least once a week. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, subscribe, share with everyone you know. Obviously, we just had an incredible interview with Frank the Tank. Seriously, thank you to him. That was absolutely awesome that he came on. He had no business hopping on here, and he did it out of the kindness of his heart. So, really big shout out to him. But we will see you guys on the next episode.
Where we will have Joe Biden.
Yeah, one up from here.
Yeah.